taking you on a journey through the world of music, from old school hits and classics to today's biggest projects. The only station that covers heavy metal to hip-hop and R&B and everything in between. The sound of the people is CTR.
Welcome back to Chart Topper Radio. My name is Reese, and today we're going to be looking at the new album Planet Her. I just wanted to get on here and give my initial reaction to it. Just, give my first thoughts about the album. Let's get straight into it. You're looking at just over 44 minutes if you want to listen to the whole album in one go. It's not that hard, to be quite honest with you. As I say, 44 minutes, it's not that long. What I will say is, we was waiting quite a long time for Ain't Shit. It was highly anticipated, and the first time I listened to the album, I've listened to it a few times. As I say, it's an initial reaction. I've listened to it about 3 or 4 times since this morning. Ain't Shit is... I really liked it when I first heard it. I really did. I really liked it when I first heard it, and then the next couple of times I listened to the album, it was really fading into the background for me. I mean, it sounds different. It's unique in terms of the beat. It reminds me of an old school soul song, maybe something like Billie Holiday, maybe like, but in 2021. That's what it reminds me of, and just sort of Doja Catted up. When I say Doja Catted up, I mean, her style. She's got a very, very unique style. So it's okay. I definitely wouldn't say it's the best song on the album. Obviously, the titled album Planet Her, I think it's got 14 songs on it. So you've got a lot to go out there. Obviously, you've got Kiss Me More is the big single that came out before the album was released, featuring SZA. That is a very, very good song. But you've got my personal favorite song on the album. It's a choice between two. It's a choice between two. I'm not sure which one to pick. I'm going to say I Don't Do Drugs with Ariana Grande. A very good collaboration. It wouldn't surprise me whatsoever if they decided to release it as a single and maybe take it off the album and try and get that into the charts. That wouldn't surprise me. You've also got a really good song by The Weeknd. That also wouldn't surprise me if it turned out to be let's get that in the charts, because obviously Doja Cat doesn't need help getting a number 1, doesn't need help getting into the top 10, but The Weeknd is a big name to add to your list. Now, what I will say is, the album is very bottom heavy, and I'll explain that. I think at the start of the album, you've got all of the best songs, and then as you get later on into the album, it gets a little bit, for me, it gets a little bit same. Now let me just say, whoever did the beats on this album, absolutely incredible job. Every single beat sounded very, very different. When I say same is, I suppose when you listen to a Doja Cat song, you know what you're going to get. At the start of the song, you've got her singing. It starts off very, very slow. You get to the second chorus, and then she raps till the end, and then you get the next chorus. That, towards the end of the album, and I will say this is a 3rd studio album, so well done. But I noticed this in the last album. I didn't review it, but I did notice this in the last album. It's a little bit same. And although the beats sort of make each song unique, and although the beats make each song quite good, I will say it's very, very similar in that aspect. Now, I'm very sorry. I am recording this on my phone, by the way. I will have a camera one day. I just haven't had a chance to get one. So that's probably why you see me switching and moving a little bit like this. I do apologise for the lack of quality in the video. But we're here to talk about music, not videos. Kiss Me More and I Don't Do Drugs, definitely the 2 best songs on the album. Now, I will say that one of the weakest songs on the album, I will say it is Ain't Shit. And as I say, I thought it was very good when I first listened to this. No, not anymore. I've really come to terms with the fact that I liked it, and then as the more I listened to it, I didn't, which was weird because of the rest of the album. The more I listened to the rest of the album, I actually started to enjoy being like this and get into it. Brackets, yeah. A lot better. I liked him when I first listened to him, but those are the 2 songs that started to stick out to me a lot more once I restarted the album a couple of times. I know I said the album was a little bit bottom heavy, and I will stick with that, but if you're into slower Doja Cat, something that I've not really heard before, you've got some slower songs at the end, like Alone, for example. That one stood out to me to be quite good. Obviously, right at the end of the album, you have got "Kiss Me More," really good song. I'm not surprised whatsoever they chose that one to be the single before the album came out. To be honest, there is one collaboration that I find very, very questionable on the album, and it's not because of who they collaborated with. It's because of the direction I think they chose to go in, and I'm not a big fan of it. So you've got a collaboration with Young Thug, and all the way through the album, all the way through the song, you've got Doja Cat singing and rapping in this like really, really high-pitched voice, and then Young Thug comes in to do his feature, and he does the exact same thing, and it's, oh god, it's so hard to listen to. If you guys just need, all I can say is go and listen to the song. Go and listen to the song, you won't know what I'm talking about. I think it's so hard to listen to. But that's my initial reaction to the album, guys. Planet Hurt by Doja Cat. If I was to give it a score of 1 to 10, it's a little bit unfair because it's just an initial reaction. I would probably give it about a 7.5. I think it's a really good album. Is it a best one? I'm not sure. I think I'd have to rank it a little bit later on when I've had a chance to let it sink in a little bit. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you get a chance to listen to it, it's not that long. As I say, 44 minutes. It's really not going to take a massive chunk out of your day. Go and listen to it. Really good collaborations is my final review of it. They're the things that stood out to me. Obviously, she's got some great singles on there. But obviously, you've got the song with Ariana Grande and the song with The Weeknd and SZA right at the end. Not a big fan of the Young Thug one, but you can't have everything you want, I suppose. Yeah, guys, go and listen to the album. If you like this video, if you like me reviewing albums, then stay tuned, because tomorrow or Sunday, depending on how well this does, I'm going to be uploading my review of the Tyler Creator album that just came out today as well. I've had a good couple of listens to that, and well, you'll hear my thoughts when I do the video. But for now, guys, make sure you like. It really helps the video. If you want to see me on camera a little bit more, it feels more personal because I'm actually talking to you guys instead of just see a photo in the background. I prefer it quite a lot. I do it on TikTok. I might as well start doing it on here. I will get a camera in the future, but for now you're going to have to deal with shaky phone. But it is what it is. I'll chat to you later, guys. I hope you have a really good weekend.
Chart Topper Radio.